My dear brothers and sisters, my dear Africans, today I speak to you not just as an African, but as someone who believes in the boundless potential of this great continent, a land so rich in culture, diversity, resources, and talent. But let me ask you, how long will we continue to undermine ourselves? How long will we continue to look outside for validation when everything we need is already within us? It's time, my people. It's time to change our mindset. It's time for we to start consuming African products, investing in ourselves. Look around you. From the clothes you wear, to the food you eat, to the technology you use. How much of it is African? How many of us buy imported products? Not because they are better, but because we think anything African is inferior. Let me tell you something. Every time you choose a foreign product over an African one, you are not just spending your money, you are taking food off the table of your fellow Africans. You are taking away the opportunity for African farmers, entrepreneurs, designers, and innovators to thrive. If we want our continent to grow, we must invest in our own industries, our own people, and our own products. Let us proudly wear African designs, eat food grown on African soil, and support businesses that uplift our communities. If we want our continent to grow, we must invest in our own industries, our own people, and our own products. Let us proudly wear African design, eat food grown on African soil, and support businesses that uplift our communities. I think we should also stop giving privileges to the whites on African soil. Here is a hard truth. Many of us still see a white face and assume it's superior. We roll out the red carpet for them, give them better treatment, higher pay, and more respect on our own soil. Why do we do this? The colonial era may have ended, but mental colonization still exists. It's time to wake up. When someone comes to Africa, regardless of where they are from, they must respect us, our value, our culture, and operate under our terms. It's not about hate. It's about dignity. It's about equality. We must stop seeing ourselves as inferior in our own land. Africa is not a charity case. We are a continent full of innovations, dreamers, and doers. Let us treat everyone equally, but never compromise our pride or our worth. We need to think beyond today, build for the future. One of our greatest challenges is the mindset of instant gratification. We focus so much on what we can get today, this hour, this moment, that we fail to plan for tomorrow. But the future does not wait for anyone. If we want to leave a better world for our children, we must start thinking long term. We must invest in businesses, education, and infrastructure that will pay off in 5, 10, or even 50 years. Let us dream of skyscrapers, African technology hubs, and industries that will rival the world's best, not just for ourselves, but for generations to come. We need to embrace our languages and culture. Why do we look down on someone who speaks their native African language? Why? Why do we see them as villagers? Why glorifying those who speak foreign languages? It is time for us to change the way we think. It is time for us to change the way we value our own product, our own culture, our own beliefs, and our own practice. Our languages are the soul of our identity. They carry our history, our values, and our wisdom. When we lose our languages, we lose a part of who we are. Let us teach our children to speak Swahili, Yoruba, Zulu, Amharic, Bafut, Mankon, Lingala, or any other hundreds of languages that make African unique. Let us proudly write books, create music, and make films in our native tongues. And let's stop apologizing for being who we are. Let us stop seeing ourselves as inferior beings. We need to wear our African clothes with pride. Let me ask you, how often do we reserve our beautiful African fabrics for weddings, funerals, or special events? Why can't we wear them to the office, to the market, or even to the gym? Our African designs are not just clothes. They are a testament. They tell the world that we are proud of where we come from. So wear your African clothes, wear your kente, wear your dashiki, wear your Ankara, wear your togo, wear your clothes, your African design with confidence. Make it part of your everyday life, not just an occasional costume. We need to adopt a growth mindset, my people. We cannot afford to stay the same. Life is about growth. If you've been doing the same thing for years and you are not seeing improvement, it's time to reflect and make a change. Learn new skills. Try new approaches. Look at challenges as opportunities to grow. Remember, no one can take your knowledge and experience away from you. The more you improve yourself, the more you can contribute to the growth of your community and your nation. We need to believe in long-term activities. We have to stop chasing quick money and start building a world that lasts. Farming, for example, may not make you a millionaire overnight, but it can sustain generations. Investing in education, technology, and industries may take time, but they will yield results that will uplift entire communities. We must have the patience to plant the seeds today, knowing that the harvest will come tomorrow. So this is a call to action. We need to be the change. So what can you do starting today? First thing first, we need to support African businesses. We need to buy local, invest local, and build local. We need to celebrate our culture. We need to wear our clothes, speak our languages, and teach our children to do the same. We need to plan for the future. We need to save, invest, dream big for yourself and for your community. We need to uplift others. We need to share knowledge, mentor the younger generation, and collaborate with fellow Africans. This is a moment, my brothers and sisters. The world is watching Africa, and it's up to us to show them that we are not a continent of problems, but a continent of possibilities. Let us rise together with pride, with determination, and with the unshakable belief that Africa's best days are ahead. Let us rewrite the narrative, change the mindset, and build a future that our ancestors will be proud of and our children will thank us for. Africa is rising, and you are part of that story. Thank you.